Ty with Ty the Dog Guy on the Daily. I want to talk a little bit about leadership. Now, leadership is one, it's a concept a lot of people recognize that they need to be better at. Sorry, I'm trying to find the best light in here. It's nighttime. I don't have a great light in my room. But anyways, a lot of folks recognize, hey, I need to be a better leader for my dog. And what that ends up looking like for a lot of people sometimes goes elsewhere other than leadership. And so for some people it means, well, I need to be tougher. I need to say things, in a deeper voice, or I need to be a little bit almost meaner with my dog, or I need to be more alpha, or I need to these are terms and things that oftentimes folks start to think of when they think of leadership. Now, I would dare say that that really doesn't push you towards any sort of solid leadership with your dog. I've found over the years that leadership really comes from one main component. One thing that you need to do that's going to get you, that's going to create leadership. And that one thing is setting clear expectations and following up on them. That's what leadership is. It's setting clear expectations for your dog and following up on them. That's really it. It's not about how you talk. That's been a question I've received forever. In fact, that's why I'm doing this little podcast vlog today, is because a client I was working with, and she was just kind of teasing around, as I was showing her, all right, here's how we get the dog to wait at the door. And I said, wait. And all right, now you try. And she goes to the door, and she's doing this with the leash, and she says, wait. Well, and she says it in her tone, wait. She's got a higher voice than me. And then she kind of jokingly says, let me do it like you, wait. And tried to mimic a deeper man's voice. And so like I say, a lot of folks, whether it's in jest or in reality, think that that's leadership, just getting that toughness. Now, I would recommend that you think in terms of what's leadership for your kids. Is leadership for your kids being tough and mean? There's a place to be firm, right? But I would say that's, falls right underneath the umbrella of following through on the expectations that you've set. Or, if you have employees or whatever the case might be, leadership isn't about being tougher and bigger and stronger. Especially if you've got kids. You're not always going to be tougher and bigger and stronger than those kids. One day they're going to grow up and leave the house. And so do you want your leadership to end, when you're tougher and bigger and stronger? No, and so like I say, whereas discipline and rules and correction do find their way into leadership, it's more about being very clear about what the rules are and sticking to that. And you don't need to have a deep voice to do that. You don't need to be tough to do that. You don't need to be big to do that. You don't need to be strong to do that. You might need help. You might need training tools, training collars that allow for leverage so that you can correct when you need to. You might need different, training implements to make sure that you're very clear on what rules are and things like that. But you don't need to have this, this inner, toughness that a lot of folks kind of associate with leadership. It doesn't tend to work very well. It tends to be a facade that some dogs can see through. But what they don't see through is you just being very clear on what the rules are, sticking to them, and outlining that for your dog. So think about that as you're trying to be a great leader for your dog.